but they're sort of writhing slowly. Like you can tell they've got life, but very little.
I go to the first one to check the condition.
Okay, you get to about here,
And the carriage comes down.
and you fall into a pit.
Oh.
Please stand by.
Oh, jeez.
We return to the adventuring party.
Okay.
Sneak around. Sneak.
Okay, they're coming.
Run away. Run away.
That's the first time I've just like had fun with a match in a long time.
Okay. While Splash loads up, Elliot, please give us a recap of last session.
Very well. We are up to Princess of the Apocalypse, episode 25, or at least that's the previous session. After taking a long rest, the party discussed what we should do next. Lady Pierce led the conversation by first pointing out the errors in us splitting off too much when trouble might be nearby. He wasn't angry with us, per se, just a little disappointed. After some further discussion, we opted to focus on pairing off when traversing the dungeon further. Phil was interested in investigating the black shadow that we found draped over several corridors and passageways, the closest shadow doorway being next to the room full of mushrooms. As the group carefully squeezed through the passageway out of the lizard men's den, we spotted the two giants laying on their backs where we left them. Thankfully, they had not died. They were just sleeping in the water. So we let them be and headed into the mushroom room. Phil, seeming with his eagerness and lizardman body he opted to drag with him, had already moved a little too far ahead of us. Lady Pierce already looking frustrated with what did I say look all over her face. Some of the small mushrooms came alive and tried to attack us, but they were small and pathetic that we felt kind of bad turning them into paste after a few short swings of Lady Pierce and Kainen's weapons. Phil reached the shadowed door where Phil semi-tossed, semi-dropped the lizard man's body into it. There wasn't any real reaction we could discern, so Havi tied a rope around their waist and flew through the shadow. There was an unpleasant, sickly, nauseating sensation that washed over them, but it immediately ended once they cleared the shadow. Havi found themselves in a room that had a large, grotesque stone statue with a large purple crystal eye. But after a short inspection of the room, it appeared vacant, so with Phil's direction, the party entered the room experiencing the same sickly feeling as Havi. Thankfully, the darkness did not prevent us from returning from whence we came in case we needed to retreat. The group left the statue room untouched and proceeded along a connecting passageway that was not obscured by shadow. The passageway opened to reveal a large room with a ziggurat-style altar at its center. Upon the altar laid a bound and gagged figure. Next to the altar stood a man named Gar Shadowsteel, wielding a trident, but his other hand was in fact replaced with a crab claw. The room itself was spattered with large zones of flaming oily water. Gar addressed us with a sense of familiarity. He complimented us on how much of the weak we had already removed and offered to recruit us into his ranks. Kainen gave him a counter-offer, demanding his surrender lest we cull more of the weak. Needlessly to say, he didn't accept our generous offer. Gar and two of his soldiers rushed at us. Kainen had made short work of Gar's soldiers once Phil paralyzed both with a spell, but it was almost unnecessary since Gar threw a spell at a group of us, laying waste to his soldiers just to hit us. Havi rushed to the aid of the prisoner on the altar, while Lady Pierce leapt over Harvey's brambles to take on Gar and the crocodile he rode in on. After a few exchanges between the remaining soldiers and Phil attempting some cheeky magics, Gar and his croc was left. Gar retreated to the altar and cast a spell, Control Water, flooding the room, causing the flaming oil already in the room to burn several of us. Gar even sent two magical waves at us that almost struck Lady and Kainen out of the fight. We all climbed the altar surrounding Gar, and after a few rounds of intense battle, we slew him and his crocodile mount. Fortunately, we managed to rescue the man on the altar. Gareth was his name, who was almost on the brink of death. He explained to us that there were two other cult leaders, Vanifair and Arisi, who also wielded magical weapons like the trident that Gar wielded. A party chose to escort Gareth out of the dungeon along with letters from us for him to deliver. But before we left, we used Lady Pierce's maul to destroy the altar. The task almost killed each of us when the magics from the altar inflicted psychic damage back at us. But Havi went all boss mode and managed to swing 9 times and save 9 times from its effects before it finally smashed into rubble. Bust mode.
God damn, I didn't realize it was 9 times.
I checked the recording. He
I'm
said, "Yep."
sorry,
9 times,
guys.
9 saves. Like shit.
Well, I did mention that. I was like, yeah, you saved 9 times.
Mhm.
9 times successfully hit.
Mhm.
Them good odds. You should go to the casino. You should bet on black.
9 times to rule them all, and in the darkness, crush them.
But they were all of them deceived.
Summon the players to the board.
Tell me the players!
Let's battle. Oh wait.
No.
Nick. Mistrak.
So where we left off, the altar is destroyed.
Hell yeah.
Phil took a small piece of the altar.
And I traded
Hoping
my
that it would-
trident with his.
Sure. So you've got the Gar Shadowkeel's trident. Let me look up Mr. Shadowkeel.
I was like, ooh, shinier. Now, if anyone wants this, I'm not going to keep it from you, but I think it looks cool.
Well, considering he made water rise in the entire room, I'm assuming it has some kind of magical power. It's probably worth taking. But not in someone else of these people's hands down in this dungeon.
Hey, worst comes to worst, I can try another scroll of Unstonify. What was it called again?
The other magic users, I don't know their names.
Unstonify. I think that's right.
Didn't know the spell required a trident.
No, well, we sold because we killed the snakehead guy. Well, we killed the snakehead guy, and he goes solemn for a moment, and then he's like, "I traded the hammer for a chance at your daughter, and this could give us another chance."
Yes, I understand now.
Okay, Ken, do me a favor. I have put the trident, it is named Drown, into your inventory. Please do not read it
Okay.
unless you plan to attune to it first.
Okay.
It's so fancy, it's got an orange title.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm not attuned to anything. Wait.
Fancy as fuck, boy.
Okay, yeah, I'm
You do
attuned.
that?
I have one attunement used up. That's my Wand of the War Mage, but that's it.
Yes, you'll just have to click it on at the bottom to get it
Yeah,
going.
yeah, I'm not going to tune for now. It's just cool to have.
I thought you already had it attuned.
The Wand of the War Mage?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I did too. That's why I had to click it.
Yeah.
Because I had
There's
it.
a
How long
little-
did I have it? Because I thought I used it last fight.
Yeah, I think they just updated the way the page works. And
Oh,
so
I see.
at the bottom you go items that require attunement and just click it on.
Yeah, so I've done that with the wand. Unless you want me to wait on that.
No, do it
Okay.
because you've had that one for yonks.
Attack rolls. Okay. No, but that's
Cool.
the status. We're pretty worn. Short rest. Lunch break. Brunch break. I don't know what time it is.
I believe we have to get Gareth out of here, so we should retreat back to
Oh
the,
yes.
to
We're-
that
I mean,
room that has
ignore you.
the sarcophagus in it. At least we know that place is safe from evil things.
Agreed. Let's go.
So yeah, Sir Gareth, they're right this way.
Lee, would you like us to bump our little miniatures to move along, or do you want us just to do a teleport? What's going
I
on?
think he's doing something.
Okay.
Well, it's up to you guys. Where do you want to go? How do you want to traverse? What area do you want to move through?
Aren't we leading this guy just back just the shortest way back to the way we came to get out?
The way we, well, let's just retrace our steps because we know it's safe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the way
it's
we
okay.
came. It's through those steps. I don't know. I'll follow you.
Yeah, no. I see his look on his face when you say shortest way, and there could be a different way to go that goes through like 10,000 enemies.
So I'm just gonna go.
Shortest way that we know of.
And then that way.
Yeah.
That's the way. We're flying, Jack. We're flying. We're falling. No, we don't want to
Can you please put another line drawing down of which way you're going?
Sure.
Ooh, pretty.
Where
Very
you going to?
avant-garde.
Hopefully that actually is lined up in some way to make sense. Flip through a wall. Damn it. We got physics.
Okay, so you guys make it to the tomb room, and everybody gets 20 temporary hit points back.
It's not a two-room.
I like it, Johnny. I should have brought my character sheet. That's important. Jeez.
Yay!
So you guys,
I'm
you
up
guys
to
are gonna set up-
21.
Jeez.
Sorry.
So
Well,
you guys are gonna set up for a rest here, or do you plan to move back?
Short rest. Well, I mean, does a guy need
Yeah,
escorting from
we
here?
know- Yeah, we know here is reasonably safe, and we do feel a bit better.
No, but what I mean is he leaving? Are we trying to help him get out, or are we saying just go through this
Or-
door, you'll be fine?
We gave him a
he
map.
said he said he's fine on his own.
Okay.
He's just asked to be escorted out. He doesn't know which way to go.
Okay.
So are you directing him to the stair?
I would say, well, we're gonna rest in here for a sec. Does he remember any of the dungeon?
He doesn't know how he got down here.
Kind of the same way I don't. We
We
can.
can-
The question is, do we feel safer escorting him or resting here and letting him be on his way?
I thought we were just going to give him a map and
Okay,
Let
then
him
from
go.
here we can give him directions. It's not far, and it
it
should
took
be
us like
clear.
hours to go down the stairs, didn't it?
Really? We had
Took
a
us a
dramatic moment. I don't know if it took hours. Up to the
It's like-
DM.
10, 30 minutes?
Thematically, it doesn't.
I thought it was
take-
enough time for like a rest and stuff.
Not exactly. You guys just had your theatrical moment on the stairs because I was sick and I couldn't do a thorough session as
And it was a
desired.
good moment too. I loved that. So
It was a good RP session.
Yeah.
But I mean, so out of character, you can explain
yeah, that's the
how
idea.
to get up to the back up to the surface via the temple, through the Earth Cult temple that you came from. If you so like, you can describe it and he'll make his way, or you can escort him out. It's up to you.
Like, we could escort him up to the top of the stairs just to check it, just for like a quick check to see if anything's like moving around dangerously up there before we can go, alright, here's the rest of the directions out from here.
Do you want just
Yeah.
two of us, or do you want all of us? Because I know.
I'm not making that decision.
No, I'm
Okay.
asking the party.
Yeah, you definitely want two. Likely, what was the range on message again? Because we can use message to kind of keep in contact in case something goes wrong.
The line of sight, I thought. Is that right, Ken?
You thought it was line of sight previously, but it was range over line
Yeah,
of sight.
well, it is 120 feet distance, but it's limited. So if it goes beyond 1 foot of stone, like if it's a spiral staircase, it'll only go so far. It's a cantrip, so it's not going to be very far. It's up to the DM if I can get a better line of sight for a little messaging.
You can like
If
hum
you're
your way up the
bottom,
staircase.
what's the spell as written range?
120 feet. You point a finger toward a creature within range, and whisper the message, which of course only the target can hear, and only I can hear the reply. You can cast this through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier.
Let me just have a look.
And then that's when it says, now if there's magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, message won't go beyond that. So it's limitations. It's not exploitable, but Phil may still try it just to see if it goes through or not. When that time comes.
You could do like when you link up to your message and we start walking away, you can just do like every 10 seconds, like just like say something and wait for a return. If you don't hear it, then you know they're out of range. So you can move back.
You're not entirely sure how far up the staircase goes, but you feel like you might have issue getting a message to the very top.
Yeah, it's limited, unfortunately.
In that case, like we'll still have like Phil and myself just go up to get up the top of the staircase, and if anything goes wrong, we just retreat.
Yeah.
And then when we get in range of the message spell, we can tell them, all right, yeah, there's something up here. We're in trouble.
Something like that.
Why don't we all just go up?
I guess if we're happy with all moving, yeah. It's more the fact that like if you can hear like something.
You know what? Just go. Just go. Go. Everyone go. Sooner we get this done, we'll come back down. We'll rest. We'll do whatever we want.
We can rest now.
Go.
How many temporary hit points was it?
He'll try to urge them out the door.
20 temporary hit points.
20, cool.
Well, hold up.
Go.
No. Wait a minute.
Aww.
Does Garth sorry, Gareth. Does Gareth need healing as well? Like, is he like on very low hit points kind of thing? Like
He's looking fine.
Okay.
Dareth is looking fine.
I reckon we should kill him.
Especially after entering this room, he feels a lot better.
He tanked those tidal wave hits like it was nothing, guys.
Wait,
he was on the ultimate, which is the highest point of the wave.
So question:
by the dead crocodile, remember?
Does
I rolled
guys?
for intent on that.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Ken. Did guys what?
No, lady. Does Lady Pierce's exhaustion go away after being in this room?
No.
Oh
That's
darn.
a long rest.
Okay, I was kind of hoping this might do something similar. Okay.
All right, then. If he seems healthy enough, we'll just escort him up together. Make certain he's all good. Do a quick checkpoint, spot check, and send him on his way. And make sure to give him the party that we let us.
He does surprisingly well getting to the top of the staircase. Like it's a long trek to get up there. The whole party plus him. And he just got 20 temporary hit points. He's doing real well. And you get into what is it? The Temple of the Black Earth, where you came from, where you found the petrified bodies. Phil, you've had the daunting memories of friends that you've lost or even temporarily lost in this area that comes rushing back.
Emotional damage.
Exactly. And okay, so you get to, I'm not going to transition boards. Everything it's quiet. It's eerily quiet. Well, actually, no. Let's transition. I actually do want to go to that board.
Because there's definitely nothing there. We're just gonna. It just looks right. Yeah, it's fine. Totally fine.
Immersion.
An immersion. This is where to go. It's quiet. Too quiet.
I quick cast 4th level quick save and save my last 4th level slot for restore.
Seems legit.
Okay.
Is there a spell that kind of does something like that, where it's like rewind 10 minutes or something, like a time spell stuff?
Don't know. I know there's modify memory that makes you
Which
think.
is 10 minutes of time that you can change. Yes.
Yeah, at some period of time you can make them think something else happened that actually did.
Yeah.
But I don't know of a rewind time spell, short of a wish spell.
I thought you were the time wizard. I thought you knew these things.
I have memory issues. It's locked in there somewhere.
You need more help with that memory issue. Anyway.
Okay, so you guys make it to the top of the stairs. How are you proceeding?
I would like to just head towards the beginning of the corridor and do some peeking and listening to see if I can sense if anybody's nearby at the moment.
Give me a perception check.
Yes, I need to grab my dice. These are important.
I don't even have my dice. That's how be prepared on DM I am.
Oh no.
I need to get my dice out of my...
They're so close. They're like right there.
Okay. Alright, I have my dice ready. Yeah. Ooh, it's good. Perception?
Yep.
It is, well, I'm glad I rolled high because it's only a +1. It is a 17.
17. You don't hear the sound of anybody per se, but there's an unusual amount of moisture in the air.
Moisture in the air?
Like it's damper in here than it was before.
The place may have flooded some more or something like that. Yeah. Does that perception also include the other corridor, or is it just going to be the one that's on my left?
It, all around, like 17 was a really good roll. You don't. Yeah, you all directions. Like this one seems to be stoned off, caved in.
Yep.
And here you know where the others were.
Yeah. Okay. I'll point back to the group and go. It's possible that it may have flooded some more. It smells very damp in here. I don't know if that's just normal or not. But,
should we all leave?
Some entrances may have been blocked off by water. Oh, what did Phil say?
No, he's asking from a distance. Should we all leave then?
What? Leave?
If it's getting dangerous, I don't know.
Oh, you mean like return leave?
You can go ahead and leave. I'll go back down.
Okay, well, can we direct the guy from here?
Certainly can.
Give me a perception check.
Who?
You, because you mentioned.
Okay. Trying to see what my background was. No, it's haunted. Okay, you said perception check?
I think that sounds about right.
Oh, that's a 17.
No problems at all. Your memory recollection adds up, and you're like, yeah, if you go down this hall, turn right again, turn left,
turn left, go through a gate. There's a big hallway across a bridge. You should start getting up to the next area, and then from there you're like, I think you go around this way, and you direct him towards stairs, and to his way out. So you feel fairly confident that he's going to make it out.
Okay.
No problems.
Before he goes, I'll just give him 10 gold to help him on his way.
Sure, he's chuffed. It's very generous of you.
Do you have a weapon, Phil, or anything like that? I'm assuming they disarmed you.
Oh, wait, what? I have weapon. Wait, me?
Sorry, not Phil. I was talking to Gareth, my bad.
I don't carry weapons.
I can give you a spare dagger if you want.
I mean, I should be okay. Just I'll stick to the shadows and make sure I'm not seen.
Yes. All right. Well, if anything goes wrong, like I'm assuming we've already explained the direction at the moment, so Phil explained the direction. Is that correct?
Yes.
If anything goes wrong, if it seems like something's in there that might attack you, or the monastery may be filled with enemies of some kind, just return down here, and hopefully we'll be able to find you again. But if you're confident enough, then proceed onwards.
He gives you a solemn nod and reassured, like he understands. And
I hand him the parchment that I had prepared. He's like, I need you to deliver this as well on the surface.
He grabs the note and puts it in a jacket pocket.
And
I
Havi also
actually know
hands
where
the
he
note.
actually sent it to. Or is it a letterbox style thing? I think there was.
So Havi, sorry, you were what?
Also handing the 2 notes, one to Hilta and one to the Dukes of Akar.
Akar! I love it. He takes he's got all 3 and like he puts them in his the same pocket. And he like head bows and he's like, I'll make sure these get out to who they need to. Did you guys put on stamps? Like, what? How are you taking care of postage?
Well, actually, mine might actually be wax stamped.
My brother was a carrier pigeon.
African or European?
I'll check with him just before he goes. Like, do you know where to find a red lark from this place, from the monastery?
I know the towns. I know the area. I should be okay getting to the town. I'll get these to the post office.
Okay. Very good. Right.
And he holds up some of the coin. He's like, I'll make sure these get out. And
I also pass him like some 10 gold as well. It's just like, you never know when you
he's
might
got $20 dude. He's very gracious. Says thank you. You can trust me.
Inside check.
And yeah, give me an inside check.
Later, we'll find a bandit that has a mysterious bloodied note and like 20 gold.
Just a 12.
Sorry, what was the roll?
12.
He seems completely trustworthy.
I love that. That is great. Turns out he was the cultist leader all along, you son of a bitch.
God.
That'd be hilarious.
And that's exactly when Will goes, see, I told you we should have killed him.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess we'll send him on his way unless anyone else has anything to say.
Nope.
I'll put up my hand in like just to shake his hands, like Godspeed.
And he returns the message that Godspeed.
And he teleports away. Actually, when he starts heading off, I'll turn to Phil and go, Phil, perhaps, in case it's important, maybe you should like use a message on him as he leaves, so if he does come into trouble, he can immediately tell you before he goes further away.
I don't think it's powerful enough to go through all these curves that he's got to go through. I think that's the biggest problem.
It's limited, I see. Never mind. Was worth the thought.
I don't even have sending, so we'll just have to put a faith in. What's your religion again?
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't exactly have one per se, but it doesn't hurt to always like lean towards a higher power in case it's completely out of your control.
You lose sight of him and you lose the ability to send him a message at the same time.
He done got 8. He's gone. No, I'm kidding.
That's so bitch took by 20 gold.
But Phil's kind of sitting at the top of the stair, just leaning back in his palms. He's wasted, looking at the party, saying, "Hi, what do you want to do?"
He's wasted. I want to be fucking wasted.
Sneaks a swig.
Alright, I'm happy to start heading back down after about, I'm going to say wait about 10 minutes here in case something does go wrong and he does rush back.
In case there's a scream echoing down the hallway. Good idea. Good idea.
10 minutes, you say?
Make it 15.
Okay.
Just in case. Never know what 5 minutes does.
Okay.
So, what are you guys going to do when this is all over with? You got your own little group headquarters you go to or something?
A semblance of it, yes.
You do?
Hmm.
I was not expecting that.
Well, I came here under orders, after all.
Right, but not with these guys, right?
No, not specifically, but...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hands if something goes wrong.
Yep.
Besides, their intention was to come here regardless, so I may as well come along to make things a little more safer, and it doesn't hurt to have someone to pull you out of a problematic situation. I realize I said situation right there, but situation is the word I was going for.
I will try to make sure you guys don't die. Again.
Excuse me?
Not you, the other. Yes, we will be successful. Onward.
All right.
That's ominous.
He says that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. Lady will turn back to him
And go, what the fuck? No, sorry.
and say, well, maybe next time don't leave people behind. And she's going to walk off.
Hot dog.
Anyone got a Band-Aid?
Call an ambulance!
I got burned.
Lady's got vicious mockery.
Brilliant. Alright, so we've returned back down the stairs.
Together. Without going off on our own.
Yeah, let's retreat back to the room that we know is kind of safe at the moment and rest.
So short rest? Or we attempt a short rest.
We can attempt a short rest, sure. Can we gauge a semblance of what time it is?
Early morning, from what I heard.
Oh yeah, because we've only gotten up
Yeah.
already from long rests from the lizard people and just done one fight, so it's maybe a couple of hours. Best guess. All right. Let's have a bit of a rest.
Give me, everybody, give me an insight check.
Insight.
Yay, something I'm not good at, but 15 nonetheless.
I rolled it
7.
right.
12.
Insight 19.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys have absolutely no idea what time it is.
All right. Apparently, I needed a 20-something for that shit. All right, cool.
Now, I do have a feat that says I'm... No, I don't have it.
Oh,
Well,
the time date one.
Not that one.
I send in a meteor so I can break through the ceiling to find if the sun's out.
It's a cloudy, overcast day. You still can't tell.
Might be a chance of rubble and chaos.
Started with a chance of rubble and chaos. Got it.
All right. Well, we would like to rest. I would like to rest. If everyone's happy to rest, I would like to rest.
Sure.
Yep.
So, how do we know when we're done? Do we have a lot of bad guys or a big monster? Does anyone know?
Are we short resting? Or are we long resting?
Short
This is a
resting.
short rest.
I would like to make a vote for long rest. But I can do short rest if need.
Well, we only long rested like 2 hours ago. We can't long rest again, can we?
Yeah, not thematically. I wouldn't.
The DM doesn't really care about the timestamps of long rest in the depths of the underground world. If you're on the surface, different story. Like you have to contend with the sun and stuff like that. But you guys are underground right now. You have no idea. Like it's a long way to the surface. Let alone there's no daylight problems in you.
Okay. Well, I mean, guess we can long rest.
I mean, I'd like a long rest because I'm very tired.
And bleeding.
You're looking exhausted, buddy.
Yeah.
You're looking exhausted, buddy.
Getting my my spell slots back.
Yeah, but there's also no telling what's going to happen in the meantime. It's like 8 hours. It's a long time.
Well, we'll
Assuming
take
that's the long rest.
Harvey will take first watch if we decide to do a long rest.
I will take second.
How many ways in and out of this room?
2 by the looks of it.
There could be one in the sarcophagus, who knows, but 2 at the moment.
I can set up two alarms. One on each door.
Perhaps put it down the hallway so we don't have to wait until the door opens. Just someone approaching the door.
Yeah, I can do that.
Can everybody give me an insight check, please?
14.
12.
We don't know what time it is.
Oh, 18.
What are the other two? Ken, you remember that this room has a ward on it that prevents evil creatures from entering this particular space with this sarcophagus.
Oh, that hallway or this room in total? In total.
This room in this entire room.
Oh.
And parts of the corridor.
Actually, I think we're fine. I think we can just get some sleep. Remember, this is a safe room.
Sorry, just for clarification, it's evil alignment can't enter this room?
Correct. I believe so.
Okay. Well, if you'll... I guess we'll go for some resting then.
Okay, guys.
Feel good.
Where is we going? What is we doing?
What is we doing? All right.
My stomach growls and I go, Red Lark, yum.
That's very American.
You know what? That's right. It's very gnomish there.
I'll I'll address the group now that everyone's like woken. Should we investigate those other darkened entryways? Because we had that statue room that had other corridors that had shades of well, silhouettes of shadow across them. We could always find out what's beyond those doors.
Yeah. There's also the room with the torch. Like that.
The one
and the
with the
room
Harvey.
with. Yeah, and the one next to that with the egg thing that I smashed. We still have a lot to look at, I suppose.
And there's downstairs in the water room.
Yes.
Well, if we go to that statue room, we could take a from the entryway we went in last time. We could always take a left. I think that might go towards that room that was blocked off. That was near the Happy room. We might be able to find it from the other side.
Yeah, well, we gotta start somewhere, right?
Might as well. Also, on our way over, should we grab some of the barrels of food that was for the giants and just kind of wheel it over to them in case they need it?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I guess
I would appreciate it.
Wait, we're getting rations somewhere? What? He's rubbing his eyes.
I could possibly get some rations too, sure, but we probably should get some rations for those giants as well, because their supplies is over in there.
Okay. Which way are the supplies for the giants?
Right here.
Well, that's where Phil will go.
So you guys are looking for supplies in the room?
Giant's room.
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay.
What's room?
Phil, you notice where the rations are straight away. You're like, I think it's going to be over here, and you open up some barrels and you find some edible morsels. It doesn't smell great, but you're pretty sure that the hill giant should be able to eat it.
Okay.
You're definitely not strong enough to lift this barrel.
Want to bet?
You can certainly try.
I was gonna say you can always just roll it. Well, barrels are good for.
Do you want to try and lift it?
No. I like not having a hernia. Thank you very much.
I'll do it.
Thought you would.
Give me an athletic, please.
I'm waiting for the group. I'm being nice.
Do you want me to assist you?
It's 21.
Never mind.
You pick it up with both hands and you sort of rest it on one hand. You're like, all right, where are we going?
I would like to stow my sword and try and collect another barrel.
Give me... what's your strength?
Follow the bearded man.
4.
A pitiful 4.
All right, give me an athletics check, please.
Nope. That is a 6. It is too awkward.
You lift and your knees sort of shake together as you try. You're like, as you struggle, and you're like, that one barrel's enough. All right, what's part of
No, she got the light barrel. I understand.
Okay, out of curiosity, he's going to think he's being played with, and Phil's going to try to lift the barrel.
Give me an. I'm just having a look at your strength. Give me an athletics check, please.
Oh, 15.
You managed to lift it off the ground just enough, and you're partially winded already, and you just put it back down.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy.
Kudos to Ms. Pierce.
All right. Just a quick look at the tic-tac-toe board. Are they made of like giant metal rods?
It's a game akin to tic-tac-toe. It's not tic-tac-toe itself.
All right, but the lines on the ground, are they metal bars or something?
No, they're just like bits of sticks, stuff like that.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So it's not like a weapon you can wield.
It was more like, maybe give them some of the pieces in case they want to play some more tic-tac-toe for themselves. Keep them occupied. Gotta keep the kids happy.
I think we're going this way, where we last saw our playful swim buddies.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, alright. Let's head this way. Come, Phil. We fly.
I can cast it, I think, if you want. Can I?
No,
I don't know if I can.
I don't think we need to. I like my feet firmly underneath me, thank you.
I can't remember anyway. I probably can't.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Phil, remember the true rule.
Go by twos. Where'd you go?
Over here. Wrong way. Come back.
Sorry, I got lost in my thoughts.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed. Alright, through the door here.
I'm getting better.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And then I bring out the rear with him.
Which way's the giants?
They're in the water.
Already.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's where we go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try go for the safe route again through here.
Yeah.
I don't think
No
we have to
worries,
worry
you guys-
anymore.
Yeah, you guys make your way through the safe route.
You know-
Is it Phil and Kainen going the safe route?
Yep.
Kainen will probably not let me go any other way but the safe route.
Yep. I'm going on the outside of him so he
but-
can't go outside
Whoa.
the safe route.
Around the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no worries. You guys make it through the fungi.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. To the giant's room. To the
Okay.
room.
So, lady, you're the first there. You notice that this sinkhole that the water was rushing to has filled up. The water is dark and murky. You don't see any hill giant bodies in this pit of water anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Is it like filled up to the point where like we wouldn't be able to know if they were still in there? Or
Correct.
would they be tall enough? Okay. Alright, I put the food down and I dive in the water to see if they're still there.
Whoa.
I
All right.
need a
What about 2x2?
Rule of two, damn it! Rule of two! I'm
sorry,
breaking your own rules. Sorry.
But you guys are all there.
Yeah.
I need a strength saving throw.
Hang on. Only while raging, damn it.
Oh no. Well, take
It's an
back
18.
rage and dive.
No problems. You'll find there's this really, really strong current, but you manage to fight it. Visibility is extremely poor. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
As I see Lady Pierce dive down, can I send dancing lights down towards her?
15.
Right.
You rolled a 15.
Nice.
Phil, you send dancing lights, and the moment it's more than a foot under the water, they disappear.
Oh, jeez.
It's just that murky and dark under there.
Fair.
Guilty.
You can't see Lady Pierce or anything. With 15, you don't seem to find anything. Like you're searching around, like you find some muck and dirt and rock, but you don't seem to find any hill giant bodies.
Mhm.
This current, is it pulling me like down the way the river has always been flowing?
Yes, it's trying to suck you down.
Okay. I'm gonna
Down, pressing down.
get out. Swim back up
No.
and
Problem. You managed
I
to
did catch that.
resurface.
Ran up.
Fine.
Were they down there?
I couldn't see. It's too dark, the water's too dirty. I didn't find them though.
Are there any footprints or signs of they may have gone somewhere?
No, you don't notice any footprints at all.
I just look down where the water's traveling. Go, well, I guess that's usually the only way they'd probably go.
Hmm.
Shall we leave the food here if they come back?
I guess that's the simplest answer. Sure. Put it near the edge, so if they do come looking, they'll know where to find it. Or we can just put the barrel in the water and let the water take it down, and if they're down there, they'll find the barrel.
Oh, we
But
don't
I
want
don't
the
know
food
if
to
Pearl's gonna
spoil.
float very well. What was that?
We don't want the food to spoil.
Yeah, that's true. It probably isn't very well sealed.
We can test it. We can put me in, seal it, and make me bob down and see what happens.
I'm sure that is one way to do it, but I don't think we have the time for that.
Okay, next time.
Lady, you happy just to leave the barrel here?
Yeah. I think so.
Alright,
We
well,
can't carry it with us, but
Well, thank you for carrying that. That was very heavy.
hmm. Yeah, she's sad.
No.
This is not a good thing that they did. She thinks.
Well, considering they were lying there before and they were floating and they were sleeping, I'm assuming they're fine. I'd say they're likely gone down there somewhere.
No one can hope.
Shall we head back down the stairs?
You mean up the stairs?
Well, no, the place where we were before that you wanted to. Farther down. You know what I'm talking about.
It's flooded now.
Okay, well, where
It
do we
was like-
go?
Yeah. This is the
So-
place that was.
Lady Pierce, you approach the stairs, and yes, you notice that the water. There was no water there before, and now there is, and the water level is come right up to the tip of the stairs, and it's slightly lapping over towards your feet a little bit.
Is it calmer here?
Uh,
current?
There's no current. Like it's separate area from the water torrent, the river, and everything. It's completely separate.
Still is like dirty though.
Yes, it is dark. It is murky. And yeah, there's water there now that there wasn't before.
I think we'll have to move on from this area then. I don't think it's a good idea to go diving down into it.
I tapped the edge
Especially-
of the water with the trident.
Nothing happened.
Quick question. With our leveling up, do we have to have a long rest until the level up effects are able to be used?
No, that was why you long rested.
Alright, perfect. Well, um, how keen are we to traverse this water?
So I'm just sending you guys a picture of the map because it's not very well detailed in Talespire of what you're seeing. But basically, the stairs on the left there have flooded, and the water in that basin has risen substantially. And all the water is dark and murky and very, very hard to see through.
I suspect that the water from the upper levels has been pouring down into here, so this place will likely, very slowly at this case, and gradually flood.
Well, since there's water collected here, it might stand to reason there's no real exit down there anyway.
That's a good assumption.
Unless there's a closed door holding all this water back.
True. It could just be trickling through around the edges, but I'm not sure if it's worth us checking that out at the moment. May as well check out the things we can and just leave what it is what it is.
What's Javi's idea?
I have a way for all of us to be able to breathe underwater for 24 hours.
Really?
That sounds exhausting.
Sounds
And
uncomfortable.
yet shockingly not concentration based.
Well,
is it necessary for us to look down there at the moment?
I mean, it couldn't hurt.
I'm just saying if breathing is your concern, it needn't be.
Well, I guess, how long does the spell last? A day?
24 hours.
Well, if you're happy to use the spell, I guess having it is not a bad thing.
I
don't mind not having to worry about it.
taste the water. Is it fresh water or salt water?
It's nasty water.
That
Or non-potable water?
it's not. It's fresh water, but it's not. It's still. It's very
Okay.
dirty. It's
So
got
you
all sorts of-
you wouldn't keep your goldfish in there.
no.
Okay, then I will not polymorph into a goldfish.
Yeah. Seeing him like have a look at the water a little closer, I'll look to Harvey and go, well, even if we do end up breathing underwater, we won't be able to see much down there. It's very murky.
And we're kind of wandering aimlessly. We don't even know if what we're looking for is down this way.
Well, we don't know what else is on this floor that we're on right now, so it doesn't hurt just to check out the floor we're on.
But are we on a timetable? Will this rise higher?
There's always a chance. We won't know until time passes. Like, we could wait here a few minutes and see if the water starts lapping a little higher, but...
Okay, how
Well,
about
things
we
are gonna be
finish
going.
the other areas of this place, and then we can come back to here and see. Because whether the water's a little higher or not, it's not going to change how we approach it.
That's true. That's pretty much exactly what I was thinking. Well, let's just take out the level that we're in.
Sure.
Alright, well, let's go to that nasty fog shadow door and find out what's going on there. Everyone have their buddy?
I don't have my accountability buddy.
Can a buddy?
Don't forget to hold hands.
Yes.
So we're going to go to the one that had in the harpy room, or the one that's just over there? And I point to the one over here.
Let's go to the harpy room. Because that also branched off into different areas as well.
That's true.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to.
Alright, I'm happy to do that then. Let's go.
I stop and
And then
shudder
we
a bit,
can-
remembering the harpy room. Oh.
Phil, you're lagging behind again.
I'm coming. Just let me know if there's more harpies in there.
Do these stairs go down?
Yes.
Oh shit! Didn't even say him.
Come on, up ahead.
Go on. I'm all right. I'm coming.
Is there a wall of darkness?
Let me have a look.
This one was.
Yes, there is another cloud of inky blackness here.
There's one
Darkness.
cloud left.
Do we want to check out these stairs?
Well, I guess it doesn't hurt to find the ones closest to us now. So, lady, you happy to check out this one first?
Well, first, like this, like fire. Is it a different color to like normal fire? I'm not gonna know if it's like magical or anything. So just like if it's a different color, if it looks special.
Let me just. Sorry, there's a lot of jumping around. I gotta work out which room we're in.
Jump around.
It looks normal, as far as you can tell. It maybe is slightly off color, but it sort of looks like normal fire to you.
I was wondering if we try like light this torch and use it on the darkness, and maybe we won't feel as bad going through it. But if the party is
Well, give it a
going,
try.
I looked at the group. Go well. Before we start heading down further into the dungeon, let's just check out the ones that are on the higher ones. I'm assuming these dungeons aren't going to go much higher than it is right now. But if we go low, we might end up just continuously going low.
Yeah, but don't we want to get to the bad guys before they do their bad guy thing? Instead of...
We don't know if they're down there or up here, so we've already found one up here. There might be more up here.
yeah,
Harvey's gonna go
Sounds
look
like
at
a
the
good idea.
light that lady was talking about.
Give me an Arcana check, please.
Come on, Phil.
Oh no, I'm slipping into the shadow.
22.
You notice like this flame is odd. You definitely notice that this flame is magical. It's definitely not a normal light source.
Is it able to be removed from, like...
You don't
Color
believe
that
so,
from-
no.
And it looks like fire.
Yep. So I'll just read this text. A bronze torch glowing with magical light lies next to the corpse of a bare-chested man with a shield in the shape of a crab shell, and a broken shark-toothed sword. Several other corpses are scattered on the floor. Some have been picked to the bone. Their clothing and armor discarded nearby, while others have hardly been touched. The walls are uneven and small ledges and fissures on all sides. The ceiling is about 100 feet high.
So it's a torch. I'll just pick it up.
It's actually mounted like it's a pillar mounted in the room.
Okay.
It does. It's not something. It's not like a hand torch that you can just pick up and carry.
No, fair enough.
shall we try light one of our torches with it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know if I've got one.
Has Phil actually gone into the shadow right now, or is he about to?
I do have a torch.
I'm waiting to see what the bird does.
Yeah, I'll take out my torch and hold it to the flame, see if anything happens.
You hold it there for several moments and you expect it to light, but it doesn't. And you pull it out and it's not lit. You put it back to the flame. It doesn't light, and you assume due to its magical properties that it won't light. It's not going to cause a flame. Like, interestingly, this light, this flame, It's not warm at all. It's not cold. It's just nothing. It's just
Only had
light.
the appearance of a flame.
Havi turns to Lady and just shrugs and says, "The fire is broken."
Okay.
Alright, is Phil trying to get through this loud thing?
He's checking to see what's on the other side.
If he tries to step through the smoke, I'm just gonna grab him by the scruff of his shirt and go, no.
Give me an initiative check, both of you.
Initiative check, okay.
Oh,
God.
I think he goes first.
It's a 21.
I rolled an 11.
So you go to reach out for Phil's collar, and he disappears into the black, utter black.
Son of I'm just gonna call as I move in. It's just like, Phil's going down the bloody corridor down here, and I just enter immediately after him.
Do I hear that through the inky blackness?
No, you don't. You don't hear a sound. Everything goes silent, and you feel nauseated and dizzy and sick for that moment as you pass through it.
Okay, anything of... I'm going to do a quick peek and then head back in.
A low, thin mist clings to the floor of this cave, and the walls glisten with moisture. Several sets of crude bronze manacles are anchored to the walls. 3 hold haggard human captives. Captives are unconscious, although they groan and writhe slowly. A steady breeze blows towards a passage to the west, while the east comes the distant sound of running water.
So these guys look alive? Just unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, from what you can tell, there's a light mist across the floor.
Right,
we can
right,
tell
right,
it.
right.
People in here?
Sorry. Wait.
So we can tell that there's people in here?
Yes.
Kainen's almost about to berate Phil. It's just like, I told you not to, and then like seeing that, it's like, oh.
I was just peeking. I wasn't gonna go running off.
This is like, this is like, oh shit. I was like, just wait here for a second. I immediately go back up the stairs.
We can't leave. Oh, he's gone.
And
How does he do that?
I go to the corridor and the Eldum's like, we've found prisoners down here. Quick.
Let's
The rest of
free
the group
prisoners.
straight back down.
Run.
I tried to identify the mist to see if it's anything dangerous. While he's gone.
You're literally the mist is touching you as you
okay.
stand in it. The second you're on the other side of the inky black curtain, like it's mist.
Mm-hmm. I start
Be
to-
careful. We don't know what's in here.
Mhm.
Could be a trap. I'm
You should
sorry,
have
my
thought about
instinct
that.
led me.
Mhm. I'll lead shield forward, and check. Sorry, I just see people in manacles. Across here.
Yeah, they're unconscious, but they're sort of writhing slowly. Like you can tell they've got life, but very little.
I go to the first one to check the condition.
Okay, you get to about here,
And the carriage comes down.
and you fall into a pit.
Oh.
Please stand by.
Oh, jeez.
You don't see this pit because of the dark, because of the mist.
Missed. Oh, that's where it starts. Is it? My feet.
If I got a chance to grab him before he plummets.
No, definitely do not.
Alright.
So I can't even do a save to stop myself from falling?
Nope.
Oh. Why not?
So, y- like, you're visually obscured. Let me just quickly reread.
Did I actually hit the hole? I thought I got this way.
It's not to scale properly,
Okay.
but you
Cool.
fell in.
Alright, cool.
So it's heavily obscured. And you are going to receive a surprise attack.
Supplies.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Lobsters! Yummy! We gotta eat good tonight.
Oh, really? That's what it is?
Should I take on the mushroom guys instead? Have a slightly better chance of having a good fight?
Everybody roll initiative, please.
It brings back memories because my very first D&D book, that was the first monster it sponsored.
Oh, rust monster. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's bad for me.
21.
22.
17.
Wow, great initiatives, guys.
Mhm.
Sorry, excuse me. For Will and Ken, when you guys roll in game, it automatically populates into my combat tracker.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That
It
is
really-
awesome.
No, I just wanted to outdo Ash just by one.
Mhm.
Did you get 22?
Yeah. The 19 plus 3.
Okay. So, no, don't go there.
Oh, no, don't go in there.
I don't know why it's doing it like this. It's not how I want it done. Usually it's supposed to come up with a... There it is. Okay. So, I'm gonna roll... Oh, nat 20.
Wasn't that bad?
I forgot I get to roll it in advantage. It's gonna go again. Doesn't matter.
You're good. You take 14 points of piercing damage.
One moment. I remember I had something new.
Oh, also,
Saving throw. That's not a saving throw.
nope.
Okay,
You
cool.
take 5 points of bludgeoning damage for the fall.
Okay.
Dang.
So 5 points of bludgeoning, and what was the other one?
14 points of piercing.
14 of piercing.
It's amazing. I'm looking at all the health. Everybody's got an average of like it's 80, 81, 87, and Lady Pearson 129.
God damn.
She has 109 normal hit points.
I'll have to put in a Wilhelm scream every time
No.
someone falls in the pit.
No, it doesn't show me temporary hit point.
Oh,
So I got
then
149 right
81
now.
with my 10.
God damn.
Okay, so yeah, you see Kainen disappear. You hear a thud. You are currently prone at the moment.
Son of a bitch.
You've taken a surprise round.
Mhm.
Lady Pierce is on you.
Alright. Seeing Kainen disappear. I'm gonna run after him. 1,
He's a ghost.
2, 3, 4.
And you fall in. Ah. Ow.
Yep. 5. Where is
Flom.
he?
You're standing on me.
You're,
Oh,
yeah,
there.
you're going
Sorry,
to end up about here.
Yeah.
Like you jump forward into the mist, Give me an athletics roll, because you can't see the ground. I'm looking for a DC 18 to not fall, to not take
Fall on
damage.
top of him.
I knew I should have raged. Oh, it's a 15.
Okay, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. So how much movement was that?
30 feet, I think.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Or 35 to...
You've used all of your movement up, because with the fall and stuff like that, you've used all your movement. You've got no speed left. You are currently prone.
I'll save you. Ow. I'll save you. Ow.
Alright.
Ow.
I rage.
Fuck!
It's like a tantrum. No.
Can I attack while I'm prone?
Brilliant sequence of
At
events.
disadvantage, so for you it would be a straight roll. If you're
No.
reckless, or it's disadvantage.
Well, I think I might as well do reckless because he's already got advantage on me because I'm prone, right?
So you can flat
Right.
roll.
Yeah. Well, he still gets the advantage. I might as well just make it neutral. So yeah, I'll reckless attack 2 times with my long sword. First one is a dirty 20.
That it's.
I'm gonna say this is one hand because I'm on the ground. I wouldn't have good enough
That's fair.
to, yeah. 10. Slashing?
Cool.
Yeah, slashing. Second one is a 25 to hit, and the damage is 14 slashing
Do you have a bonus
Wow.
2 to your attacks? To your
When I'm-
damages?
when I'm raging.
I see.
Nice.
Oh, wait. Add another 2 on, because now it's +3.
Hell yeah.
So just another 2
Wow.
slashing.
Okay. Worries. Okay. Sorry, I didn't read this character sheet. That was double
Huge
check.
character sheet.
Enemies character sheet.
I'm taking your blood pressure.
Enemies.
Okay.
Okay. I need to write stuff down. How many times did you swing and hit? Was it once or twice?
Twice.
Alright. I'll be
Okay, that's your turn. Anything else?
Anyway, so all good.
Nope,
Alright, have fun.
that's everything.
Cool. Havi, it's on you.
Harry is going to make their way. 4. So I've got a rough idea of where Lady disappeared.
Considering you had like a tantrum when it went conk.
Yeah. So I'm just going to flap my wings really hard to try and clear some of the mist on the ground.
You. This will cost your action. You do manage to puff up a lot of the mist and swirls around and stuff like that, and you catch glimpses, like you've made it less difficult to see, but it's still obscured.
But I can see where the hole is.
Yes.
Alright. I will use a bonus action to cast Healing Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And in the bottom of, like, where the pit is, like, little glimmer of light between Lady and Kainen slowly starts to, like, pulse and grow until a roughly 5-foot cube transparent goose materializes, and it is exuding healing vibes.
Cool. Please keep track of where that is at the moment.
Yes, I shall.
Anything else? That's it.
At the moment, it's just between Lady and Kainen.
No worries.
And it will take effect on Kainen and Lady's turns. So
Cool.
at the moment, nothing happens other than a transparent 5-foot goose shows up.
Sweet. Kainen, it's on you.
It's on me. Do I know what a rust monster is?
I don't know how much adventuring you've done as a character.
Okay.
Do a history check. I don't know.
Give me a history check. DC 20.
Is this
Wow.
Is this an action?
No.
Okay. Ooh. I don't know. My history's not good. 16. I don't recognize it.
No bueno.
Okay.
It would have been
what,
a lower DC if you had done more adventure.
Oh,
Whilst
sorry.
you're racking your brain trying to remember,
Oh.
you feel enveloped in this warm, radiating glow coming off of this goose, and you heal 6 HP.
Ooh.
I actually, Splash, let's veto your healing goose because they have temporary HP and
Oh,
you
that's a good
can't
point.
heal temporary HP.
Oh, that's true.
So no one's
Okay.
really hurt yet.
Yeah, no one's hurt.
But it's ready for us.
Like,
Yeah,
don't.
I'll keep it out there. That's alright.
Okay. No
Don't worry, I
worry.
completely forgot 2. I was like, wait, this 6 isn't going to do anything.
Okay,
do
Kainen, it's on you.
Yeah, okay, alright. Let's, I get back up, so half my movement to get up.
Yep.
And I am going to set upon this nasty little critter, because it's slashing at me and means to do me harm. So, I slash at it with my blade. Ha swish. I fuck up. Wait a minute.
A disadvantage attack because of the obscurity as well.
Oh. Is that right? Hang on, there is a new thing I have. Hang on, I need to go back to it. That's not a saving throw. So I completely whiffed the first one anyway. Doesn't matter what I do, because that was a whiff. I swish again because like all the clouds around my blade starts making it weird to see. Attack. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Excellent. I swish. I slice. I kill. That is 8 damage from the slash. I would like to use. Oh wait, yeah, I have a action surge. A surging of the actions. Now I'll use a superiority dice because that's more fun. I would like to pushing, sweeping, push. If I do a push, will that push him to this spot?
Read out push?
All right. Whenever you hit with an attack weapon, you can expend 1 superiority dice to add the total to the damage roll, and if the target is larger or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw of 16. On a fail, you push the target 15 feet away. There you go.
Which way do you want to push it?
Essentially, 5, 10, 15, yeah, right there.
Cool, and it needs a strength saving throw?
Yes. But hang on, first I gotta go here. So, shift there. I add 4 damage to the attack because it's a maneuver, and now he does a DC 16.
or
Strength.
damage.
Mhm.
You smash it into the darkness,
Fuck
and
you,
you don't hear it moving.
So essentially, I go up to it, and I bash it so hard it just flings it off its feet and just crunch against the wall. Bang, dead. It's like I may have overreacted, but the little shit had it coming.
Okay,
Don't worry, I understand.
combat is now over. Now I need to ask, because it gets really bad here.
Yeah.
Kainen and Lady Pierce, are your weapons magical?
No.
No.
Kainen, is your armor magical?
You know. I don't think I have magical armor.
Okay, so
Here comes the rust.
Kainen, you were
I was hit once.
I'm reading verbatim what it says right here, right now.
Go for it.
Any non-magical weapon made of metal that hits the rust monster corrodes. After dealing damage, the weapon takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to damage rolls. If the penalty drops to -5, the weapon is destroyed. Non-magical ammunition made of metal that hits the rust monster is destroyed after dealing damage. So, Lady Pierce, you hit twice.
Mm-hmm.
You lose 2 points for damage rolls. Kainen, you lose 1 point for damage rolls. And Kainen, you lose 1 point of AC. Permanent.
Oh,
Son of bitch.
holy shit!
Nice one here. Alright, AC. Oops, shit.
So, this -2 for the sword is to hit and bonus damage?
No, it just damage roll. After dealing damage, the weapon takes a permanent cumulative -1 penalty to damage rolls.
Okay.
So you have -2 damage. Kainen, you are -1 damage. And -1 AC.
1 damage with my sword.
Yep. Like, to jump around a little bit, you guys would get out of this fog pit and notice that your weapons are corroded. Unusually corroded. And that
Who's
your
that?
armor is corroded as well.
Oh, shit, bro.
How do I do this?
I all I did was I went into my attack, so you go into your weapon that you have,
Yeah.
click it, and go to customize. And in customize section, go to hit override and just change that number down 1. So change it to the new number, which is whatever your number is, -1.
Well, it's damage, not to hit.
Yeah.
So hit the same, damage is down, my bad.
Damage is -1. Kainen, damage for Lady Pierce is -2.
Yeah, the damage isn't changing on mine.
Oop.
Oh, there it is. No,
Oh,
got it.
my bad. I wasn't meant to roll that at all. Go away, dice, you're in the way.
That
Go
is
away.
magic.
I don't want your ghost chip, bro.
My favorite sword.
Why my favorite sword?
So I just
yeah.
sent a picture of the pit that you fell into. As you would see, like, it's pretty much near the edge of the entrance. And it just doesn't match up to its room that one.
Oh, good. Because I wasn't sure if I keep forgetting that this is the rough replica of the actual. So
Yeah, someone had to make the map and blah blah blah. They did an okay job.
Yeah,
Glim will cast dancing lights in the form of like fog lights and try to help keep an eye, scan the room for the edges of the pit to help everyone.
Did you say Glenn?
Yeah, I heard Glenn.
Phil. Glim's another gnome I play.
Ah.
It
How the
makes sense
fuck,
now.
Glenn?
Yeah, Phil,
Yeah.
you light up the mist. That with Havi having blown some of the mist around, like you guys can see the outline of the pit.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna get up.
Oh. I see my blade in my arm, so like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. This. I don't have no words. My favorite sword.
I give you a hand to get you up on your feet.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
I will boost you out of the pit.
I
You
was
got
very,
the-
I was very disappointed that this had a critter rating of half. So, like the difficulty bar against the characters was really tiny. But then I read the corrosive part. I was like, oh, this is bad.
I was expecting 2 or 3 more.
It's just the one.
No, worst
Just
part
the
is I was gonna go in with my fists. I was gonna go fists and foot, and I'm like, nah, let's bring out the sword for this one. I haven't used this one yet, and now it's never gonna get used again.
I thought rust monsters were nastier than that. Well, sorry, they are nasty.
They're
but as in,
designed for
I thought
level 1 intro campaigns to show, an easy monster to kill, but there could be some reciprocation, like a lost along the way. I think that was the intent when they first introduced them.
it really is only half. That's ridiculous. I always thought they were like way big.
I mean, there is the ability you can use its antennae, to touch a character, and then they get the rust ability placed upon them as well.
I actually have. Sorry, I know it'll be a semi sidetrack, but I have a plan to use a rust monster in my campaign I'm going to set up. But
Nice.
the idea is to actually capture a baby rust monster and to be used as a sniffer dog for these dwarfs that want to look for ores.
That's cool. Yeah,
Spare the
so
dying.
it says the rust monster can pinpoint by scent the location of ferrous metal within 30 feet.
Wow.
Any non-magical weapon made of metal that hits the rust monster corrodes after dealing damage.
Mm-hmm.
I just looking back, you don't have a AC penalty, Kainen, just the damage.
Okay.
Because I attacked you with a bite, I didn't use the antennae to corrode your armor. If that makes
Oh, it actually is specifically the antenna that does it.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
The
Oh,
antennae
yeah,
rust.
it turns into rust and then it eats the rust.
I don't know. There's more to it. Anyway, you got to go in half hour.
I have to go in. Yeah, 11, 12, yeah, about half an hour.
Okay.
Half an hour. Half an hour.
Half an hour.
Half an hour.
Okay. So
I'm gonna help Kainen out of the pit.
I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on these guys, just in case.
you're a good friend.
It's not your time. It's not your time. Not your time.
I guess when I get yeeted out of the pit, I'll get roll for that.
Sorry, Splash, you're rubbing against your. Oh, the cat is rubbing
That's
against your
probably
mic.
the cat.
Sorry.
Oh, it's so precious. The kitty's saying hi. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, kitty.
Worry at all.
So, does the getting out of the pit work? 'Cause
Yeah,
apparently-
no problem.
Well, when I get yeeted out, I lend a hand to get Lady out.
Deciding if I want to take it or not, or just jump out.
Power move here.
I'll take the hand
Huzzah!
this time.
This time.
There we go.
She's flying.
Oh, yeah, I've got that crazy. Huh?
The fog. Is it still here? Is it still around?
It's around, but like it's a mist.
Uh-huh.
Like with Phil's dancing lights, you can see the edge of the pit.
Okay, excellent. So I look at the blade and go, "Oh, I'm gonna need to buff this out." It's just like, anyone know about a creature that does this? And I show the blade out. I show that it's like the rust marks on it.
Were there any keys on it?
Keys.
Yeah, and I'm pointing to the prisoners here.
My sword doesn't carry keys.
No, down there.
It's unlikely. I'll skirt over to the side where the bug is, and I just leave my torch over to see if there's anything that would seem like that down there. So I don't think they'd probably put this down there, considering this does this to metal or something. I don't think keys are going to last down there very long.
Well, I try to free one of them however I can.
So, sorry, yes, Splash?
No, that's all right. I call my goose out of the pit and have it run through the 3 prisoners before it dissipates and disappears.
Sorry, when you say run through, it sounds like you're just stabbing all of them like shish kebabs. Yeah,
So what can I?
Just a honking goose that goes through them. Ha, ha, ha.
This guy takes gets 4 HP.
Yep.
The next one takes 3, gets 3, and the last one gets 5 HP.
4, 3, 5. No one.
1 second. 1 minute. I need a pistol.
The audacity of this guy.
How are
Trying to
these?
run it-
Oh, sorry.
How what?
No, I was just gonna ask, like, how are the prisoners like shackled or?
So Phil said he was going to try and release them. Can you two both give me perception check?
Perception?
Actually,
Oops.
like, Lady Pierce, give me a perception check. Phil, just hold on.
Okay. I'm holding on.
Oh man, it's a 14.
Oh my.
Okay, so Lady, you're looking at the manacles and you're like, and give me a strength check.
Wondering if I want to rage for this. Like, so they're attached to the wall, right? The manacles.
Yeah,
I think I'll get a rage.
I thought you already were raging.
It goes
Well,
away
yeah,
if I don't get attack for 1 round, so I got to use another one.
Okay.
My intention is to plant my foot into the wall, grab the manacles, and try and rip it out of the wall. To at least give
for
him
it.
a little bit of freedom.
No worries.
Athletics or?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Whenever I ask for a strength check, it's pretty much always athletics.
I don't know, I rolled 2 8s. It's a 17 though.
You pull and pull, and you're like, and you're raging, you're screaming, you're super angry, super frustrated, as all your tension is on these steel cables, chain. And then Phil goes, oh, and pulls out the cotter pin from the manacles that and it comes loose and you almost fall back into the pit, and he just goes by and just pulls out the cotter pins of each one, and the prisoners are free. They're in better condition thanks to Javi's healing, but they're not like they're still extremely weak.
I guess
Kainen,
it's
did you hear? Did you hear what happened?
rationing time.
I heard about them being a little weak. That's all I got.
Okay, so Lady Pierce failed on her raging athletics checks to break the chains out of the wall, and Phil just found the cotter pins and pulled them out and freed the prisoners.
Okay.
And Lady Pierce almost fell back into the pit.
Still lying down on the job, I see.
Careful.
They have been healed, but they're still extremely weak.
What happened to you guys?
You get moans and groans in return.
Let's get them away from the pit first.
Time to hand out some more rations, I think.
I'm going to try and escort the the fire cultists.
Oh
Unless
shit! Are they fire cultists?
We don't know.
Well, they look similar to the people that you fought before.
Where though? Because like half of us haven't met the fire cultists.
Oh, right, shit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, all of us haven't.
Yeah, none of us know the fire cult.
Wait, Phil does, I think.
No.
No, that was Drongo
No, no.
verse.
That was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, they're just wearing weird clothes. You guys had no idea what the fire cult is.
What a twist! All right, well, I'm gonna try and escort the guy that I'm right next to. I'm just gonna try and like guide him by hand over to this open area over here, where it's less of precarious.
Well, it's all misty in this room. Do you want to go back through the black fog to get them out?
Well, that's the only direction we know that's in here. I just want to get him away from the edge. So I guess I can technically just push him over here for a sec, just to get him away from it.
Well, I mean, going by the picture I sent you, well, actually, yeah, that's a good idea. You get them down this way, and they're slumped against the walls.
I'm gonna swap my longsword out for a different weapon. I can't use it in the state it's in. It makes me cry.
Can I try to mend it?
Just about to ask that too.
You do attempt to mend it, but it doesn't seem to help it.
He would have tried. That's all I'm going for. No, can't seem to rewind this.
Maybe I can buff it out at some point. We'll see.
It'll buff out.
It'll fucking buff out, mate.
Next
Should be
time,
right.
use linseed oil.
Linseed oil. So they're all slumped on the ground at the moment. Any of them talking at the moment, or are they all too weak?
They're barely conscious. They're not really giving you any sort of verbal interaction besides moans and groans.
While they're now that they're there, I'm just gonna see, is the corridor here black smoked as well somewhere?
So you hear from that direction, you hear running water, and there's a breeze coming from the opposite side.
Okay. So that almost, I tell the group, like, I think the running water from where we left the giants is probably that way, maybe. Someone able to just come with me just to have a look.
Havi will.
Phil will take a just watch the three, and he'll throw out a single name to see if there's any kind of wincing or reaction, and he'll just say, Orgrimark.
They grant no reaction.
No reaction. Okay. I'll keep an eye on these guys.
Yeah. So Havi and Kainen, you find yourself near the water. You can hear
the water rushing. Doesn't seem to be as loud as it was once before, but it's definitely audible. Running water.
And does this section look familiar?
Yes, it does. You recognize this as the area where the water weirds came out and attacked you.
But I don't see the giants here.
You know that that's further downstream.
Well, that's where we once saw them, and I said I assumed that they might be down this end.
The water runs in that direction. The water runs down that way.
Oh,
You don't see
I'm sorry.
any little giants.
I imagine this the opposite way.
No, the
Right.
water is running in this direction.
Gotcha.
They're dead. They're dead.
They're all dead. XB, let's go.
That's what got us.
Sorry.
That's what got us over the line.
Yeah.
Havi just looks at Kainen and says, I think we've gone in a circle.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's where we rested, which is like pointing down that weird little corridor there. So, well, at least we know where this is. And I just glance over here to see if this is smoked.
No. It's stairs leading up, and there's little bits of water trickling down.
The water's coming from this top direction too. This place is going to very gradually flood.
It's a very, very subtle light trickle, and it seems to make its way towards the water.
Alright. Certainly hope there's no weird water weird things. Yeah, this is going to make
That's the direction it's going.
Yep. Okay. Just trickling it in. Alright, well, I'm happy to return. Down
We
here.
should tell the others there's flooding on the higher levels.
Makes sense though, because the upper levels were flooded, and we knew they would eventually come down here. Check. Like if they're just like seeing to the one's prisoners, we'll check up here too. Harvey, let's have a look.
I like how you guys are going in pairs now.
Yeah.
You find stairs up to the area where you fought the swords and the orb that Lady Pierce smashed. You see the debris lying around.
Oh. We were really close to those prisoners, but we didn't find them, apparently. At least we know where this is. We can find out what the next area is after that.
Well, we can go up the stairs at the end.
Of the water area. Hey, let's take these guys back to the blessing room and see if they can't make it into the door. Why is that?
Haha!
Could they perhaps be evil? Anyone able to get them to talk?
I can try.
What
What are you doing down here?
Rachel!
Are they clearly in robes? Is like...
Okay. Without weapons, without helmets, they look like this.
Without armor and weapons. They got goggles. Get them.
No headgear, no armor. Sorry, no sword, no shield, partial armor.
They look like peoples. The one that's in front of me, the fire cultist dude. At the moment, is he just like kind of like a bit out of it at the moment? So he's like weak and a bit out of it.
They're extremely out of it.
I want to just investigate like its clothing, so like maybe I can find any kind of identifying marks on the clothing he might have, or anything in his
Give me an
pockets that might.
investigation check.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, mate. Just gotta check your person, see who you are. Investigation is a 16.
You find absolutely nothing that pertains to identity or anything at all of use.
Mhm.
Find pocket lint at best.
Yum.
Alright. Javi
This makes it hard to find.
approaches the prisoner in front of him. And casts Cure Wounds to try and get some information.
There, like, you didn't have to roll to, like, you didn't have to use a spell to heal them. Like, you already used the healing ghost spell.
Yeah.
They don't seem to have any injuries on them. They just seem malnourished.
And perhaps exhausted.
And that. Exhausted and malnourished.
Alright, how much rations do I have? I don't even know.
I don't have many at all.
I'll hand out each a ration. 3 rations.
They don't even know what you've given them. They're that lucid and incoherent.
How small is this smallest one?
They're all average between 5-6 foot each.
Can I carry / guide one towards the recovery room?
They're barely mobile.
Okay.
Like, it was difficult to get them to this part of the room.
Oh, so I can't just grab one and drag them all the way.
No.
Okay.
How many can I carry?
Depends on your athletics.
Maybe
That's,
you can carry one and come back and get the others.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but if I can carry 2 on my shoulder, then Kainen can probably carry the other one.
Fireman carry.
I'll give you a hand trying to get them up, because this is we need to move these.
Alright, give me a strength, please.
Strength.
Havi will try and help carry as well.
Still just you two give me strength checks. Just flat checks.
Oh, just strength?
Athletics.
Okay, cool. 23.
13.
Havi, you see Kainen struggling a bit, so you give him a hand. And between the 3 of you, you're able to carry these 3 to wherever you need.
To the recovery room!
Yeah, the idea is
guys
we
wanna-
put them in there, we can leave them in there, and then we can move on to the next thing. They'll be safe there.
Well, until 2 of them get vaporized the moment we step across the threshold.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that. Whee! Whee! Whee!
I hate when it goes-
Batman. Whee! Oh, whee! Oh shit!
Oh my god.
All I can hear is like the gaming like physics glitching and that. And
I
then
take a
bang!
break and grab a mushroom. Here you go, guys.
Yeah, these physics are so messed up.
Whee! More mushrooms.
Oh,
All right.
Man, these mushrooms making me go tripping. Woo! Where'd these guys come from?
Ah!
Are these meant to be the mushrooms? Oh no, they're not in the mushrooms. They're just extra lizard men in here.
It's the death room. That's where we're piling all the bodies to help the mushrooms grow.
I want to be able to just click and drag, but every time I move the mouse, like I move the level or whatever, it
Yeah.
drops everybody.
So many things in here.
No.
No!
We're all dead.
We're
Help!
gone.
Oh man, we got physics to fuck.
Okay. No. No. We seem to have lost the rest. But here's a good place to call it anyway.
They vaporized the door. Nice.
So we will pick up here next time we play. Hey, I didn't ask if you would love to give us a recap. I just said like, not
Yeah.
pushing.
Like is also a strong word, okay?
And subscribe.
Yeah. See this guy.